Yo yo giggity yo. We are back. To spread some wonderful cheer. Resident Evil 2 standard. I haven't decided if it's strats or tips or whatever. We're gonna see how different it is. Okay. So I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Alrighty, we are back. So we're going to be going standard mode. And we're going to try Claire first. This is more for clip pile compendium tonight, so okay, so let's change the costumes. What have we got? And off away we go. This way saves like a second. Are you okay?
Wait here. I'll check it out.
So same as standard, just run into him. Back up. Let's go right there. Get rid. And try that. So that bit's exactly the same. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Here we go. Attention all citizens. Okay, so I'm gonna run that way. Go around.
Can't stop.
Keep going.
Gotta keep moving.
So the goal is to S+ this.
It's like the end of the world.
We will contain
The police station.
health
Almost there.
and build acid rounds like always. Because we're going to try for S+. Standard mode S+. Oh. Okay, so that's different. But then again, his placement's all over, so...
Focus, Claire. Focus.
So we're going to pick up these bullets, because we're not going to come back to the RPD for the third time. And I'll make a detour to get that first aid spray in the toilet. Because of that bite that we had. That's really annoying. That's cool. So we'll take that just in case we get caught again.
Oh my God.
Open up!
Open!
Open up! Open this goddamn door!
Okay. It's the same as always. Okay, so we managed to do what we normally do, that's good.
So nobody knows what caused this?
Cool. So we'll put the knife away like we always do. Because we're going to keep that for Birkin. But we will pick up the infinite knife for Birkin as well. Some bullets there, we'll take those. Ah, so the board is missing from there. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So that's going to cause an issue. Around here on the way back. So again, we're going to pick up some bullets. We don't need the map, so we don't. Not going to worry. Bombity bombity bum. More bullets. So much like everything else, it's all about clearing the path. So, hey horse. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
See you later, tons of fun. Right, I think he's brown bread, so we'll come in here, get the gunpowder, and get the bullets.
Fuck.
Come on, walk forward, you idiot. There we go.
You asshole.
That's what we wanted. So 9:15:7 as always. So it's nice to see there is some change ups with some stuff. So Ned. Okay. Nope. Reason why the herb is not leaving that area is because I knew that was going to happen. When Mr. X comes back, it's just to make this whole area a lot easier. Right, there we go. So, I think that's 109 for the bullets. There we go. I think 106 is just, yeah, the camera roll. We don't need that. So we're going to go this way. Hopefully that window doesn't smash. Yes, there is a board there. That's good. So we're going to keep the herb and go in here. Get the herb. Because obviously with no aim assist, it's going to be kind of kooky. So we'll leave old Karen there.
Oh no.
Oh, he got straight back up.
You asshole.
There we go. That's what we wanted. Okie dokie. So that took a little while longer than expected. So, bullets. I'm not sure whether to get the machine gun or not. I think it could be a bit of a pain. Okay, so we just went past her. She seems dead. So that's fine. So we're not doing too bad. Good time. So that's a save. And what we're going to do is come up here. And because we're going to have the extra space, we're going to take the medallion now. So we want these bullets. Go from there. Lion Herb Eagle, as always. Yo, how's it going? Bird. So we're playing standard. We're going to try and get S+ first, and then we're going to do a rocket run. 6 to 11. 6 to 11. Bang. We'll pick that up on the way back. We're not going to need any more boards. The board we needed is no longer there, so... Okay, so there, there... Wow. Oh, almost made it to the door. I'll leave that for Mr. X in case we need it.
Hey, Marvin. This is bad. I've got zombies everywhere.
Marvin, we need help.
Marvin, are you there?
We need some help, Marvin.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Come on. There we go. Let's run. Okay, so flashbang. Nope. Bullets, yep. Damn it. This is not going to work. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Champion. Bang, tidy. Nice. That was good. We'll take the first aid. We don't need that or that. That or that. Yeah, we're doing standard run. Standard S+ we're going for. So I want to stock up on some health for Birkin 1. There we go. That's good. Gotcha. That was good too. It's pointless going for the head or anything. Just go for the legs and cut them down, because that place we're not coming back. You only come back there with Leon, so with Claire it makes sense. I've already noticed with standard some differences. Yeah, I'm gonna knife Birkin. Standard, mate. I did it on hardcore and he takes a lot of energy off, but if you've got as long as you've got plenty of health, I think it'll be fine. Okay, so don't. Dink. And it's just all about incorporating strats used. If you if we clear an area ahead of time, we're gonna dump some stuff. A second. I mostly shoot him. Yeah, if I'm doing the infinite run, I will. But with just the normal handgun, it takes way too long. I don't have the patience. I just don't have patience anymore. Alrighty, I just ran past that. So there's that. We've already been hit once by one of the zombies. We were going into the police station, so we're on one hit currently. I'm not going to go for the extra pouches, I'm just going to do the standard ones. So we want gunpowder there, because we want to make some acid rounds. Pick that up. Ding. Go through there. Pick that up. Flash, flash, bang, bang. That. Wow, you only get 2. Oh boy. It's going to be a long day. So, with the liquor, we just walk. Stick to the right. And that's all we do. And there we go. We just avoided the liquor. Fish, scorpion jar. Alrighty, so that's fine. We can pick up the knife in a minute. Where's Karen? Oh, there she is.
I can do this.
Yeah, we can. Because we're going to blow her head off. And just trying to save some time. So same as always, we move the bookcases because we don't have Mr. X trailing us. We don't go on the ladder, otherwise he'll wake up. And there we go. And plus we get some extra bullets. So we can just leave him to chow down forever. And it's only in hardcore we don't get the pouch here, I believe. I think you get it in the safe and the locker area. There we go. That's what we like. Beep. That's okay. No need to apologise, mate. Okay, so we want that down there, that down there, that down there, that down there. Let's see if the liquor catches me like it did the other day. A woman blue snake. There it is. Ka-ching. Alrighty. Cool, so just stick on the left and that's fine, so everything seems to be the same. It's just the ammo amounts is very, very limited. Let's pick up the knife. Leave him to chow down over there. We're not getting the machine gun, so we're leaving it. Leaving the book. If we were going for Leon. Yeah, I've known about that liquor. You can avoid that. I've known that for a long time. That was the only one that I was never worried about. Unicorn. Lion. Okay. Alright, see you later, Marvin. We're out of here. Flame rounds. Gunpowder. Okay, so we're going to take the other health spray, take the knife. I can't imagine me needing 3 health sprays, but, you know. It'd be sod's law. I need them and I won't have them. Purple drink. Is that grape juice or grape soda? I've got Diet Coke today. A nice bottle of Diet Coke. Okay, so grenade, which we pick up because we're not coming back here. We don't have grape soda here in the UK. Not our variety, you know. There are shops now that have imported American stuff. But it's way too expensive. It's like £2-3 for a bottle, and it's like the normal standard size. So I refuse to pay that because I'm not stupid. If I get back over to the States, there's something I'll try. Okay, so
Words ain't gonna cut it.
here we go. Go on. Get behind him. Don't stay next to him. There we go. And we keep the knife. We have multiple knives because if he grabs us, we can just stab him. No, I drink diet sodas, Pepsi Max, or coffee. I don't drink Monster and all that lot. Yes! He's down, he's down. There we go. So we're going to lose this knife. Straight into his eye. And next knife. Oh, he's down again. There we go. That's Birkin, no damage. Standard, with just a knife. I like that, that's good. That is very good. So we can forget that. Let's go and pick everything up that we need. That was a good fight. That was a very good fight. That went very, very well. Normally he's... If I wouldn't have had the health sprays, I guarantee you I'd have been killed. Or at least hit. So we've got that, we've got bullets. So we need a stockpile of the bullets for the dogs on the when we're on the way past to the orphanage. Grenade. And there we go. So we've got a good stockpile of health built in, which is good. But I don't think I've got anything else I can use.
This way.
Sugar. There's only a gunpowder here and a aid spray, so I don't need that. I can deal with not having that. Because plus we're going to dump everything in a second, so...
It won't move.
You got it!
So...
Plus we're not going to need anything in a second for when we go past the liquors. We don't need any ammo.
Making an important new medicine. Umbrella? That big pharmaceutical company?
I'm going to show you how to go past this part now, guys, without using any ammo
Hopefully you'll
for
get to
the
see her again
liquors.
soon.
Knock wood.
So, where's your dad?
He,
That's another
worked
pouch.
with my mom, but
Oh,
he's gone.
oh well. No one cares. That away, that away. So we'll put those bullets away as well. So that's a good stash of ammo for handgun bullets. That's over 100 handgun
Both of
bullets.
My parents are gone. It's just me and my brother.
That's going to come in handy for the dogs.
Don't be. It means we've got something...
Over there! It's closed.
So we're going to go straight
Okay.
here.
Hard
Excuse me.
first. And then that asshole gets what's coming to him.
So if you come down here first, you can get the key for the Beretta, which we're going to use in a second. And you get some free handgun, cling rounds, without these guys waking up. So do that. And there we go. Because the key here is you need to be saving ammo for the later parts. And plus, the more enemies you kill, the harder the game gets because of the number generator and so forth. The better you do the game, the harder the game becomes. That's fine. That's no problem. You don't have to watch every stream, my friend. You know. But yeah, the better you get, the better you play at this game, the harder it gets. But the crapper you do, the easier it gets. So like the more hits you take or miss ammo, like if you miss shots, the NRG stays up or comes down. The RNG I should say. So there we go. We've just gone past all the liquors, and they haven't bothered us. Now with this guy in here, we just need to pick up the key and get the hell out of here. Because we haven't used those 2 flashbangs. We're going to need them. Actually saying that, I want that flashbang. Because this is standard, and I don't believe Birkin's going to play ball. And a big funny thing about this is, you can open that tray only a little bit to pick up the flashbang. But you need to pull out the diamond one all the way. To a degree. should be enough. He's going to wake up. He's going to wake up as well. Straight in. There we go. Okay, so here, we just walk forward a little bit. Aggro the liquor. Turn around. Don't run. Open the door. Quick turn back. And he'll reset. And go on the wall. Once you've done that, this is cream cheese. You just need to stay to the left. Stay to the left. They can smell you and possibly hear, but they can't see. So you do that, and you're out of here. Don't run out here, because he's up there. And you're going to have a bad time. So same thing. He's looking, because he can smell us. And there we go. That's all the liquor's done. So just like that, we've gone past most of the liquors. And not touched a single one. Not fired a single shot. That bit used to aggro the hell out of me. Thank you, Carcinogen. You're an awesome guy. Did I pick up the key? I did. So there's that. I want to pick up the grenade launcher expansion. Just like that. Pick up the white gunpowder as well, because we want to start making grenade acid rounds. So all we need is acid rounds. Birkin-free acid rounds. That's all we need. And final Birkin, hand grenades. So Birkin 2 is probably the most annoying. How's it going, dude? Welcome back, Josh. I'm doing okay, my friend. It's been a hell of a 7 weeks. Let's put it that way. But I'm back. I'm back on the stream, back on the grind. What does White and White make? White and White makes machine gun bullets. But we don't want to be making machine gun bullets because we're not picking up the machine gun. Or you don't want to be mixing anything but acid rounds with Claire. So the SLS can go away. And with Leon, White and White makes Magnum rounds. With Leon, you can't. Yeah, I guess you kind of need the Magnum with Leon, but you don't need the machine gun with Claire. To be fair, you don't really need the spark shot either. It depends. I think we will pick up the spark shot. It depends on how much ammo I've got going into the sewers, because I want to be super like secure, ready for Birkin 2. Yeah, it's been a hell of a couple of months. I found out a lot of stuff like in my personal life, and I had a lot of issues with my old job that I've had to sort out. My new job's not going too bad. It's going okay for what it is. It pays the bills. I don't want to do that just yet. The reason I come down here is A, there's another white gunpowder, but I can unlock this door. I'm not going to pick anything up in it because it'll just aggro a liquor. But oh, that's off the gun. There we go. We're not coming back down here, so just kneecapping. Because it's silence and the liquors can't hear it. Is that the one you pick up, or is it the one that's unlimited? Because I thought it was only silenced if you picked everything up. I could be mistaken, I probably am. Okay, so in here, we're doing a standard run, just to see how different it is. Already seen a couple of things. Okay, so we want to get away from him. This has got bad news written all over it. Oh, that was a shot. I think I'll clip that one. Alright, where's Homeboy? There he is. Ooh. Ooh. So far we've been hit by one zombie, and that was on the way into the police station. We're doing pretty well. Birkin didn't get us once, which is very, very nice. Part number 1. Knife. So we're going to be picking up a surplus of knives as well for the sewers. Not just the sewers, but the Groots, the Ivies. So I'm going to go back to the office. I don't normally, but we've got some herbs coming up, and I want to be picking all that up. Because obviously we don't have aim assist on standard and hardcore. So if I'm running out of bullets, I'm going to be an idiot. But I also want to be picking up as much health ready for the next parts. I think I've picked up the machine gun once with Claire, and it just did not do anything. I can go through knife only. I might attempt a knife only run on standard just to see. But the problem is, if you use the infinite one, you don't lose it, but you have to reclaim it. Because if you use a knife and the infinite knife on Birkin, and say you stab Birkin with the infinite knife and then you finish him off with a standard one, you can pick the infinite knife back up, but it's just a case of having to do so. So we've got enough room. I think Birkin 2 would be a bit of a pain. There we go. I can deal with losing that amount of bullets because we've got plenty in the trunk. I should have just done the knees. Whatevs. But yeah, Birkin 2 and 3 could be a bit of a pain. Okay, so there we go. Here's our boy. Just troll him now.
Jesus, stay back!
I used to hate that track. Now I just troll him. So I'm going to change the track. Because I want old school. Here we go. Alright, so there we go. Obviously with Claire, he doesn't follow you as much as he does with Leon, so X gonna give it to you. That's it. I really do want to get my PC and just have the mods where you've got either DMX playing, X gonna give it to you when he comes, or the Thomas the Tank mod. Yeah, there's so many funky mods for him. Like, there's mods where there's more than one Mr. X. I'm really looking forward to the stuff I can kind of do when I get hold of a proper gaming PC. So that's going to be in the new year. Trying to rebuild first. Let's dump some stuff, because we're not going to need all of these herbs. So we've got one key left. So we're going to go here, forget about Marvin. We don't want to be killing everything. We can do the Shrek mod. Yes! Alright, okay. Liquor. Just walk. So now we've used all the heart key, we can get rid of that. And here, pick up the crank handle, the hand grenade. Mr. X is going to warp to close by. We're going to pick up the gunpowder, ready for acid rounds. Go. Now you remember what I did in the library? I moved the bookcases. That's the reason why. Because on hardcore he's even faster, so which I know everyone knows, but you're just prepping everything for this, because once he's trailing you, you don't have a lot of time. Oh man, I've played it so much. I think with the video I did, yeah, no worries, dude. I've put the video on YouTube now, the whole Raccoon City saga of Resident Evil 2 and 3, edited together to make the whole movie. And I kind of messed up the ending a little bit, which you can see if you go and watch all of it. It's like 7 hours and 51 minutes, but I've played more Resident Evil 2 because of that. Damn it! I knew that was coming. Okay, so we'll pick up the herb. I knew that was coming. So we've been hit twice, which is okay. So we need to pick the thing back up. We use the herb. So we're going to get the big gunpowder here. Yeah, essentially I basically had to get rid of everything. My friends let me borrow his base PS4, which is why it's not as clear as the old school. What's Takis? Tacos? What's Takis? Or Takis? I don't know what they are. So yeah, that's why I didn't stream for the month as well. Plus, this is the only game in Resident Evil that I've got downloaded on my PS Network account. Everything else was on disc, so that's all gone. So until you know, this month and next month. Spicy chips, like really spicy. Okay, never heard of them.
That worked.
I don't think we get those over here. Right, now... Where is he? Because if he's not there, we can go along here and be out of here. In the balls, how's that? Right, that'll do. So here's a tip for whenever you're playing. Mr. X can only warp onto a door that's open. So if with this door being locked, he couldn't warp behind this door. He could warp this side where we are, but he couldn't warp there. But now I've opened it, he can. So if you're ever like worried or anything, if you're near a locked door, don't worry, he can't come through. He'll just basically Jason teleport to an area that's near you. Which is why sometimes he will be on that side of the door and really mess with your plans. So, gunpowder. So we need all the handgun bullets ready for the dogs, because that's going to be fun. Where's the other piece? I gotta be honest, I don't think I play that either. To be honest. Okay, so we've got a lot of health. I'm liking that. I'm really liking that a lot. So let's open the boxes. How much time have we done? 40 minutes. So we've got like an hour and 20-ish to do. Right, so pause this a second. For my trusty book that has all my notes. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, done. Sherry and Ada's section always messed up the momentum for me. It's like, okay, hurry up and get on with this. I agree. Sherry's more so than Ada's. I don't mind Ada's. I think that's pretty cool. Even if she does run like a bit of a donut. But Sherry's just so clunky. You know, and it is. It's like your control. I know she's a kid, but the control just seems so off with Sherry. It's so annoying. Oh, do you know what? It's not that one. That's not that one either. Oi. That. Nope. Nope. There we go. That. That. Ah. This drives me up the wall. There we go. No, darn it. Oh. Yeah, it depends on what the hell's going on. This is where your speed run can rip, pretty much. So it should be square, triangle, circle, star, triangle. There we go. Oh. I swear they've done a patch and made that a lot more frustrating.
What is
Because like when I was messing around earlier this year doing the video, That was done in like not even a minute. But we'll see. Up we go. I know, I know. So I go from shooting zombies and running from Mr. X to solving a kiddie block puzzle. Yeah. I mean, I like the whole getting away from Chief Irons. I think that's pretty cool, but just the stupid block puzzle. Like, oh. That bit really does kill the momentum. And people go nuts about how the Resi 3 remake was kind of bleh. But I think, you know, especially the old school Resi 3, some of the puzzles were kind of tedious there. I think
It's him.
that's the part where Resident Evil 3 comes back, is in this game here with that tedious puzzle. But we'll stay off with my thoughts because I'm not here for that. I've said it enough.
You are gonna be so fucking sorry.
Go away!
The thing was, back in the day when that came out, I really hated it before it even been released. Because I read the word prequel, I really didn't want to play it and I really didn't want to know about it.
You stupid bitch. That's
And then
a
I
dead
played it
end.
and didn't like it. Because I know now you can get away from Nemesis, but for some reason my copy I couldn't. I had to fight him on every single encounter. None of the doors or gates would open if we were trying to get away. So I got to the bit where the statue is, where you get the battery for the train, and I had like only a handful of handgun bullets and one herb left, and I couldn't get away from the Nemesis. He turned up then as a scripted sequence, and it was like, do you know what? I don't care.
Show yourself.
And then I didn't go back to it for 20 years.
The longer it takes me to find you, the worse it's
I went
gonna
back
be.
I went back and played it last year, and I fell in love with the original Nemesis game. I think that's fantastic. Some of the puzzles are a bit, but it's a hell of a game. And I guess I kind of like it a bit more than 2, because I went back and completed 2 last year as well, and
Oh God. Oh God.
I went through it in like 3.5, 4
Just gotta
hours.
be here somewhere.
Okay, so with that we can run around here.
Oh. God damn it!
There we go, we're done now. We just need to wait for him to turn up. So, smoke him if you got him. That's why I like Resident Evil, the puzzle. I think the remake of 1 is probably Resident Evil
Please.
at its finest. It captured everything
Last fucking chance.
in terms of
Yourself.
survival horror and the suspense, and they also upped it and changed it enough so it was fresh again by changing how things were done and adding the crimson heads, etc. Whereas this and 3, I don't want to sound like I'm rude and ungrateful to Capcom. I'm happy they did them, I really am, but they're not anywhere near as tense. That first one, when I played it very briefly a few years ago, at like 4 in the morning, because I woke up and had nothing to do, it genuinely gave me the willies. The creepiness, the atmosphere, the ambience, everything. And I'd managed to make it from, what, 2004 when it came out, 2002, whatever, to now.
I'm coming for you, Sherry.
And I haven't read anything about it, seen anything about it.
Get over here.
All I knew is I heard the word Crimson Heads. That's all I've ever heard of. And that was it. I thought everything else was still in place, like the piano notes and the keys and all that, and it isn't, and it was so good. Coming back and playing it on first time plays a couple of months ago, the only criticism I've got now is the control with the camera. I like the one stick idea, I think I can deal with that, but the camera is very Mario 64, where the camera just flips and changes, so you keep basically, you can be going around in a circle for like 2 minutes.
Wait, asshole.
If you don't realise your mistake with the controls. If they were to remaster it like Resident Evil 4 they're doing, and just update the controls to twin sticks, and just adjust the camera, you wouldn't need to remake number 1 again, and you certainly wouldn't need to remake number 4, because that would be literally the best Resident Evil game out there. I honestly believe that. I think that would be truly head above shoulders phenomenal. What's my favourite Resident Evil? I look at them in like sets of trilogies or in their own sets. So you've got the PlayStation 1 series, and then you've got like 4, 5, and 6, like the next gen series. So much like Streets of Rage, I'm going to have to say Resident Evil 1 is going to be my favourite. Because it's the original. I have a lot of fond memories with my brother-in-law playing that. You know, the dogs scaring me, the spider, you know, just so many of these things. And it was my first game that, as a kid / teenager, it was kind of aimed for adults. But that I kind of got into, because Mortal Kombat and Doom, you know, whatever. But this was like the first one. 2 and 3, it changes, but I'm more likely now to say I'll give 3 the head over. There we go. That's all I needed to do. Resident Evil 4, I'm going to say it now, it's probably going to get me lynched by everybody. I think 4 is overrated. As much as I love it, I really, really do. I think it's a fantastic game. It is overrated, and it adds nothing to the series because the story's never referenced. Doesn't mean it's not a good game. I think 4 is fantastic. I think 5 and 6 are criminally underrated, especially 6. 6 is fantastic. It's like the big budget movie version in game form. I think, and I don't think many people can get over the fact that 4 done something. I do love 4. I think it's fantastic, but people just, you know, it's number 4. It's 4 or nothing. And I don't like that. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Shit.
Gotcha. 5 is pretty good, except for Sheva. If you're playing it as 2-player, I guarantee you're going to have a whale of a time. 6, though, because with 5 seems like it was a game built for Chris, and they just threw Sheva in because of Army of Two and Gears of War and all these kind of games that were coming out. But 6 was built from the ground up with co-op, so and then 7, going back to 7 this year, 7 feels like, again, it feels like a horror game that had Resident Evil thrown onto it at the last minute. It's like, holy shit, Silent Hills isn't coming out. Let's jump on that bandwagon and do that. And the amount of DLC in it is just absolutely ridiculous. Bring back Barry, I agree. Bring back Barry, Helena, Claire and Jill. I'm down for an all-female Resident Evil, I say it every stream. Revelations, I think Revelations is brilliant. I loved playing Revelations. For a start, it brought this in where you could strafe while you were aiming. It's like, get at me. I love that. I thought the story added a load of stuff. It was very Saw-esque with the story. You know, with the whole bait and switch with what happens. I thought that was fucking brilliant, pardon my French. And I still need to play Revelations 2. Yeah, with 6 they nearly done it. I know everyone kicks off at Helena and it should have been Claire or Jill. But
Sherry?
yes, I
Sherry,
want
are you
Jill
here?
in another game. Yes, same as everybody. Barry's my boy. I've loved Barry since day one. He's my favourite character because he's a ginger, bearded, big guy like me. So I've got to love Barry for that. Picking up the health. Is that machine gun ammo? I don't need machine gun ammo. Is there any more ammo in here? It's very rare I come in this room, so I only came here for the health spray. But yeah, we got Chris and Claire in Code Veronica. So shut up. You've had that team up. You know, if you want that, go back and play Code Veronica. That's a game I will be playing. I haven't played it for 20 years. I played it on the Dreamcast for like 20 minutes, couldn't get into it, so didn't like it. Wesker, you know, it's Umbrella, they can easily bring Wesker back, just say that the one they killed was a clone, you know. There's a way, you know, Christ, they've brought him back once already. So, whoop, stay down. But bring Jill back, especially the Jill we got from Resident Evil 3 Remake. That's my girl. Future ex-wife material right there. She was awesome. Just her tenacity and her, you know, her sass. It made that game such a pleasure to play. And every character as well, even like Carlos and Tyrell, they were all really well done. You know, unlike the original where, I'll say it, Carlos was annoying. Best scene in the game, coming right here. Mikhail was badass. He went out like a G in the remake. In fact, he goes out like a G in both of them. But a bit more badass in this one. This is my favourite scene in every single video game. It's so epic. The thing is, I never played Claire A in classic Resident Evil 2, so I was not expecting this scene, and it just really caught me by surprise. And, just phenomenal. But then it also turns the tide on Claire's campaign, because now you don't have to worry about Mr. X. So it's now no longer like Resident Evil 3. It's now, you know, Resident Evil 2 light, like super light. So we're in the sewers. We've got plenty of flame rounds. We're going to take a couple of knives for the guys, because there's a couple of zombies that could gank us. The only thing with like Resident Evil 3's remake, is it Nikolai? Yeah, Nikolai. I'm not sure which version I prefer, the original or the remake, because they both work so well. The remake of Nikolai is such a slimy snake. No worries, dude. He's such a slimy snake, and so sly. It's hard to change, because in the original he's just really cold and hard and
Cable car.
Yeah, I think the reason for that is because they tried to basically put Leon's scenario into Leon A. They didn't really think that good about it, so we're going to pick up the flame rounds and try and get out of here without getting caught. Oh, fuck it! Get down! There we go. Cool.
Hold on, Sherry.
right there.
Jesus. Oh, excuse me. Oh, jeez. Okay. So we're going to get another hit pouch. And we're going to use flame. How much time we got? So we're up to an hour. So, actually, sorry guys for going backwards and forwards. We want the SLS as well. Because we're going to turn the SLS into a Magnum. To make the G mutants a little bit easier. So we're going to waste this guy over here because I don't know if he's going to wake up if I go to the safe. 212.8, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. So change that. Okie dokie. So now we've got the SLS with some Magnum rounds, that's going to be awesome. We're going to try and keep some of those rounds for Birkin 2, because that's going to be the... That's probably going to be the most difficult fight in this entire run. Is G2. For Claire at least, anyway. He's really... For Leon, he's super simple, but for Claire, he's super annoying. Okay, so we're going to put that away, move that down there, and we're going to get rid of one of the knives. Let's go. Hopefully we can do S+. I'm really hoping we can. I think we're on pace for it because we haven't saved. And we haven't died. And we're an hour in, so. Take you both down. There we go. So he's brown bread. So we'll go down here a minute and get the key. Yes, I want to see Claire and Joel in the game together. That's where, like, I don't know, Revelations 2 could have been. Because as much as I love the fact that Barry's in it with Moira, I think it's Moira, his daughter, I was more down for seeing, like, Claire and Jill. I think that would have been sick. I mean, it's one of those, it's such a big franchise now where they just add these characters and they never come back to it. Happy Fishing Friday. Happy Friday, my friend. How are you? I hope you're well. Thanks for joining the stream. There we go. Right, he's gone. So we'll pick up the herb. Barry adopted the... Yes, he adopted the... Isn't it the girl he saves on the island? I've never played Revelations, but I have watched a video of it about a year and a half ago. And isn't the main villain like Wesker's sister? Am I right in thinking that? That's going to be a hell of a first time plays episode. I'm really looking forward to playing Revelations 2.
What the fuck?
I know there's a lot of weird enemies in it as well. And it's something to do with fear as well, isn't it? Like, if they get stressed, they mutate or something. From what I can see. Oh, thanks for the follow. That's super kind of you. Thank you so much. We don't need that because we're not going back to the RPD. Pow. Just lie down. Come on. How did I miss? There we go. That's fine. I can miss like one or two. I've got bullets. He'll burn. There we go. So we'll go in here to get some, make some acid rounds. Okay, so down, down, down. There we go. So, peace. Is that going to squish him? Oh, that kind of sucks. There we go. Gunpowder again. We're going to go this way. Is this way got the G mutant with Claire? I think it does. Has that got a G mutant? He was going to be a Joe Sandwich. I wish. There it is. So we just do that, and we run past, just like we're going to do in a minute. It's kind of lame that they moved the G mutant, which was like a mid-boss in the original, to being just like an enemy. It's kind of lame. So move that down, move that down. Okay, so we're going to be using these handgun bullets on the G. It's going to be interesting to see how much ammo this takes.
Okay. This place is creepy.
Okay, so we've got a blue herb, that's going to be fine.
They're everywhere.
Right, is that going to be enough? It's not, is it? Oh, it is. Thank God for that. Okay, so we've got to get this guy in the eye. See if that works. So with that now, we can pick up the spark shot. How's it going, my friend? I'm doing okay. So we're going to ignore this guy, because we'll pick up the spark shot to deal with him. Because we don't want to lose all of our flame rounds. We want that for Birkin 2. And some of our SLS ammo. Okay, so straight in there. I'm doing alright. We've been hit, I think, twice on standard run so far. We haven't died. We're going for S+. Claire doesn't get the frame for it. No, she gets the spark shot. Which, unlike Leon, you pretty much only use... I only use it here, if I pick it up. So it is kind of useless. Alright. Oh, what a shot! And that was the wrong gun. Damn it. Oh, I thought I had the handgun, but it's fine. It's fine. Das ist wunderbar. So we do that. So we go here. So far we've done Birkin 1. We took no damage with Birkin 1. Knife only. So that was really good. We did some good time on that. We're skipping the machine gun because I've never really needed it, and you don't really get lots of ammo for it. Knife only on Birkin 1. Yep. That's the only way I know how to do Birkin 1. I don't know how to do it any other way. Right, homeboy. Right in the eye. That should do him. One hit there. Bang. As long as you've got like a couple of knives, you pick up the first one when Marvin gives it to you. You pick up the next one in the library. As long as you've got two knives, if you're knifing him and then he grabs you, just hit him with the knife and then just continue slashing him. And then away you go. So there we go. That is the sewers done with no damage. So we're doing very, very, very well. And that's all going to change with with the next Birkin form. But we've got a ton of health. I'm not too sure about ammo, but we've got some knives, we've got some flame rounds, we've got the SLS Magnum now. And we got some flashbangs, so we can rock this guy. We just need to be making sure we're making acid rounds ready for Birkin 3. So let's solve the puzzle first, and then we'll go from there. Because then we can do what we need to. So let me see. Whoop. There's a knight. Oh, sugar. So that's where the queen goes, because she's annoying. Bishop. That goes there. Bishop. Like the android. Rook. And knight. Ding ding ding. Okay.
Alright, Sherry. On my way.
This is one of those guys. I play this way too much. I don't have many games, so I'm just literally playing the same game over and over and over. But I've been playing it now for nearly 2 years. It's just a case of, you just practice, guys. That's all it is. Just stay on standard until you're ready to go. I mean, I can't keep streaming assisted. It's going to be so, no one's going to come and watch it, so we'll just try. I'm just going to try. And if I fail, I fail, you know, just keep going. Just keep going. That's all I can do. I've got one knife, I've got two knives. So we're going to pick up a set of herbs as well. That's going to give us tons of health. Okay, so I don't need that herb, so that's cool. I'm playing on standard and still getting wrecked. Also, I hate Mr. X with a passion. You're not the only one, brother. Everyone. There's a lot in the game to hate, but the one thing I'll say is it's one of these. It's once you know how to tweak stuff and how to avoid certain things, the game becomes ridiculous, and you'll spend that time going, I can't believe I stressed on that. Like the liquors, for me the liquors are the most annoying thing of the game, and always have been. And when I watched a walkthrough by my boy Carcinogen, I tried it myself, even on standard. He was doing it on hardcore, like, yeah, this is nothing. It was just like, really? And trying it on standard, after doing it on assisted for so long, you can see it and you're like, oh, it works. And it's kind of ridiculous when you look back at how much energy you wasted on it, and you're thinking, bloody hell. So with this guy, you need to stand back here. Oh, he got me there. Son of a bitch. Good job I got that hurt health. Right, that can go there. Cool. So we're going to run, and we're going to turn when we stop here. Right, he's going to run at that wall now. So he scratches the wall. That'll give us time to get around, and I should have equipped that first. Yeah, because that's what we want to do, is just go, because of the rain. Come on, Claire, a bit of sense. So we get here, hit this, get the flashbang and the knife, flashbang. Hurry up. Oh, good. Knife the hell out of him, because the knife is super OP in the game. It hits by frames and so forth. PC is even better. Cool. Welcome back, my friend. Oh, I didn't need that. See if this is enough. No, 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 no. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna I'm gonna restart that. I hit the button too late. Damn it. I had a good feeling about that. Darn it. Right, so hit the button. Right. 1, 2. Oh shit, that really scared the shit out of me. I thought I'd hit him. Damn it. Alright, we're in trouble now. What guns are best to keep for Claire? You need the SLS and turn it into the Magnum with the pieces. I'm going to do knife only new box. Happy days. Yeah, you need to turn it into a Magnum with the piece from the sewers. The grenade launcher, you need that for Birkin 3. The handgun which you get from the car park. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was stupid, but never mind. Then get up. Do that. Do that. I never used the machine gun. Not with Claire. I thought I reloaded. Damn it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. 1 cycle. Fuck. That's so difficult with Claire. Because all you need with Leon is the flashbang and a flamethrower. That's all you need. Oh yay, handgun bullets,
So
just what I
sorry,
needed.
Sherry. This is taking forever.
That definitely requires a lot of practice. But it's fine. It's done. We're just people. I am no pro. I don't
Ned said her lab's not
protest
far.
to be a pro.
Wait, that cable car.
But yeah, with Claire, just use the SLS, get the speed loader from the desk at the start of
Hold on,
RPD.
Sherry.
Then you get the SLS upgrade in the safe that is there, which you can see. And A side, can you get it on B side? Possibly. I'm not too sure.
Cable car.
I haven't done the raccoons for ages, so I know there are only certain ones you can get on certain scenarios. So like, there's a couple you can only get on game B with Leon or Claire, and vice versa with A scenario. So
This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit.
I think,
until
like,
the
for the
final
most part,
destination.
you should be able to. But again, I'm not too sure. When I think I'll go. I think I might go through it again.
I'm getting you treatment.
I'll like
Just hold
take
on,
my
Sherry.
save data off
It's
and
okay.
go through it. Oh yeah, once you've got one of them, you've got them onto your file, so it's perfectly fine. And you'll never see them again. Unlike Resident Evil 7, where they always turn up, so you can't tell if you've missed one or not, which is really annoying.
Stand clear until the welcome
Resident
to
Evil,
Nest.
as much as I kind of enjoy Resident Evil 7, some of it's really annoying. And it's a game that's definitely built better for PC than it is PS4 or Xbox, especially the controls. But that's just my personal opinion. I do enjoy 6, but it's a bit too... Right, so we need the knives. I need 2 acid rounds. I'm already using way too many. We'll get rid of the flashbangs, get rid of that. Well, we don't really need more flame rounds after this, so I'm going to put the SLS back because I don't need it for the time being. Sorry guys, forgetting where I am and what I'm doing. So we are an hour and 20 minutes into trying for S Plus on standard, first time through on standard. So it's nice to see all the differences. So here, just straight in, grab the grenade, turn to the left, grab the ammo if you want. I don't need it. If that's Leon, you want to pick that up because it's flamethrower fuel. With Claire, it's spark shot needles, which we don't need because we're never going to use the spark shot again. So that's down. Pick up the gunpowder, acid rounds, pick up the knife. Where is he? There he is. One shot. Come on. Shot. Take a bow. So in here is the piece for spark shot. It like heightens the voltage or some random thing. I don't know. I never used the spark shot after the sewers. It's gotten to the point where on standard I don't pick it up anymore. Not standard, sorry, with assisted, so I don't bother. But again, if you're going for 100% picking up and whatnot, just play the game you want. Play it as you want to. There is no right or wrong way to play the game. As long as you have fun, you are playing it correctly. That's what we want to see. 6. Put the grenade away, and we'll keep the knife.
By Chief Cartwright in the east area.
Why am I keeping the knife? Because if the groups grab us, we can stab it. Because if we get grabbed by the groups, we are in a lot of trouble. Is there a grenade for me to pick up now? No, it's not. It's just a stupid note, which we don't need. The groups can pretty much one-hit kill you. Or sorry, the IVs, or whatever you want to call them. We call them the groups. Because if they grab you, they can pretty much just chew your head off. Especially in hardcore, so... Because the guy whose strats I've basically taken and adopted into how I play it now, done it on hardcore, I've been practicing it, even though it's on been assisted, like this is hardcore forever, so that when I go to hardcore, it's not as, oh shit, it's going to be, oh okay, I kind of waited for that. So, more health and stuff. Because they're a lot more aggressive in the hardcore. And a little bit faster. So... that's it. Bang. So, acid first. Pop. Welcome back. Right, is that going to kill him, or is that going to be... Yes! Thank Christ for that. So, one acid, one flame should be enough to do these guys. No, acid is considerably weaker. It didn't kill him, that's annoying.
Son of a...
But with these guys, one acid, one flame usually does them. At least on assisted. So hardcore, it can be one of each. 3, 1, 2, 3. Boop. But acid on Birkin 3 is ridiculously good. 2, 0, 6, 7. Beep. As we're about to see. Because the acid rounds keeps Birkin in a perpetual stun lock. So on Birkin 3 you could pretty much do it no damage. You just got to be very aware of your surroundings, because obviously he jumps around like a mother. So, another large gunpowder, which we're going to turn into acid rounds. Now, if you're a fan of Beauty and the Beast by Disney, which, why wouldn't you be? It's a Disney film. That song, Be Our Guest, just keep that in your head, because that's basically what this is.
Manual mode
RGB,
Adjust
so R,
amount of solution to match
guest.
cartridge capacity.
B, R, guest. B, R, guest. There you go. And with game B, it's be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. So blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green. And on game A, it's red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green. Easiest way to remember it. You know, like that whole... If anyone's seen Matilda, or read the book Matilda, Mrs. I, Mrs. M, Mrs. I, Mrs. S, S, I. Whoa, there's a group. Went the wrong way then. Nearly got bitten. Matilda's a great book. And a good film. Well, it's okay as a film, I guess. Book is way better. So, more large gunpowder. Now this part is really annoying because there are bloody liquors coming up. And there is no right or wrong way to get past this. I like the film, never read the book. I love the book. I read it as a kid. So, 1... Great. So they gave you the flame rounds just to waste them, really. I never got the point in the film. The film's okay, it's just... So here are two liquors, they're a pain in the ass. Because they just basically stay here. So... What I just... You know, we could use the flashbang, but they just tend to gripe you. So you just want to bring them forward. Acid rounds do work well against liquors, but they are a pain in the ass. Because you cannot run. If you run, they're going to just literally Superman you. Right, he's going up there, so that's kind of good. As long as that other one stays there. So just you can just do that. And then do that. As long as you don't panic. There we go. So far we've missed every single liquor encounter with Claire. Give me the knife. It takes a bit of practice, honestly. We'll do Claire B. I think we'll do Claire B in a minute. There's going to be one drop down, so we're going to bump straight to the face. That's the one thing about Resident Evil 3 that wasn't quite fun. You couldn't dismember anything. Right, so large gunpowder, more acid rounds. You don't really want to be using your acid rounds, you want to be keeping them. Honestly, G3 is just a baby. Okay, so pow, 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 pow. That's fine, we're going to a box, so we can dump everything. Resident Evil and Leon and Resident Evil Damnation. That's a hell of a film. Hang on, which one's Damnation? That's the second one, isn't it? Where he's got to fight all the tyrants. Because Vendetta's the one where he's with Chris. Oh shit. No, that's not the door. So, we're going to walk. So we're going to stay as far to the right. And we want to bring that there. Now this is annoying that they are right there. But we have the flashbang. So let's get that to Murph. So we can just go beep, beep. So he's there, which is annoying, but this guy's still there. So we'll just do this. What you've got to remember is they can smell you and they can kind of hear you, but they can't see you. They can't hear you unless you're running like this. Or you go like that. If you do any of that, forget it.
Dr. Lee.
If you walk though and stay as far away from them, you're alright.
Damn.
That's right. Now I remember. Because, yeah, doesn't the lickers try to take out the tyrants and then they run away? Because the tyrant's like super OP.
Cooling complete.
It's been a while since I've watched it, so... Isn't Ada in that film as well? Because I can't remember. That's right, because Claire's in the first one, Ada's in the second, and Rebecca's in the third. And everyone's complaining that Leon's getting yet another one. It's like, well, at least he's sticking to the cartoons. Right. So we're almost done. Just need to be calm. Stay right here. Stay to the left. See, we're still on the left. They're still there. They're not bothering us. We're not bothering them. In we go. Bish bash boosh. And just like that, we can... let's see, get rid of that and that. We've got a couple of knives. We want to put the acid rounds away. We'll put the other acid round away because we don't want to use it. Again, we're all about the acid rounds. So we've got another knife. Rebecca's in Vendetta, yeah. I like Vendetta. Especially the hallway scene where Leon and Chris are just kicking the hell out of all the zombies. I can watch the Resident Evil movies, they're not that bad. Oh shit. Okay, so R1 or L1, you get like 3 seconds grab immunity. Remember those knives? There's a reason we pick them up. Problem is, we don't have them now. Should have kept that at third one, but we've got flame rounds.
So much for the weed infestation.
How much time we got? 1:30. So about 20 minutes.
A dangerous solution without authorization. Your actions have been logged, and you may be subject to disciplinary measures.
Okay, so that one's going to wake up. How? No, that's it. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. Ah, shit. You are dead. Damn. They spawn a lot more random. Yep, no. Right. I'm gonna go back and get another knife. What time is it for me? 10 to 7. 6:50. Wrong way for Ginge. Come on. So we're going to go back to the box. We're going to get the other 2 knives. Have I got any? Ah, there's another one. So how many have I got? Have we got any more? Or is that all the knives I got? I would use the spark shot, but the problem is it doesn't work that well. The problem is they were all like crowded around that area, which is fine. The reason I killed these 2 is so that you can get in and out of here when you're trying to get out without any hassles. This bit's going to be interesting because there's a group in that room. Fuck's sake. I've just come out of the room, haven't I? Without doing the bloody thing. What the hell is wrong with me?
Dispensing.
Never done a run before.
So much for the weed infestation.
It's a cool game. I enjoy it. It's pretty cool. It can be kind of annoying, but most games can as well. So, okay, so now we've got 3 knives and we've got some flame rounds. So you can go down. There we go. That's what we wanted the last time. Now, as soon as you go in here, turn left. Because of that boy. There we go. So if we'd have had the good RNG, we wouldn't have had that death. But because I messed it up and put all of them in the same area and didn't have enough knives. But we all make mistakes. That's the whole point of it. This is the first time going through a standard, so we're not doing too bad. So 1 death and several hits, but you know, it's all good. Once I get all the other games again, though, I won't be retiring this game, but I will be playing everything else more because I don't just want to be that guy that just streams 1 game forever. There's a lot more to this channel than that. Hopefully on Halloween we'll be doing the Path to Platinum with Until Dawn, the Save All run, which will give us most of the trophies. So look out for that one, guys. Oos. There we go. Beep-doop. This game would be on Path to Platinum, but it's already been done. As has Resident Evil 3. They're the only ones I've got Platinums in. Streets of Rage 4 is on that. It's going to be... we're going to be starting on that tomorrow. Because it's very doable, I think, Streets of Rage 4. There's only like 1 or 2 that could be a pain. And I may work on those off stream for the most part. Nope, there's nothing there. Let's forget that. Okie dokie.
The antiviral agent. Gotta get
Right,
back to Sherry.
Birkin 3 time. Remember those acid rounds? Here's where you're gonna need them. So we don't need that anymore. Don't need that or that or that. So wow, that is super random, only giving me 3 and then 2. That sucks ass. But on hardcore it's worse, so So what we got there? 10, 20, 39. Get rid of the grenade. Ah, there's one more. Have I played all the Resident Evils? I have finished Resident Evils 1 to 7 and Revelations. I haven't finished Code Veronica or 0 or the remake of Part 1. I have played Resident Evil on the DS and finished it. I can almost speedrun it with Jill. It's the only version of Resident Evil 1 I've managed to get the rocket launcher. So yeah, it's pretty good. I've only finished Leon A on classic Resident Evil 2. Right. So we don't have the SLS. But we're going to take the flashbangs. Claire's got a lot of flashbangs in standard mode. There's a lot of flashbangs. So we're not going to take any grenades because we're going to use those on Birkin 4. This is all we need. So we got 41 acid rounds. That should be enough in standard. So here we go. Boss time. I won't spoil the cutscene. One in the leg. One in the eye. You don't have to aim for the eye. He's down. So one step forward, and he walks. Pop him with acid. Straight in the face. I shot too soon. Just call me Han Solo, I shot first. One there. Just keep your distance. We may do a rocket run. We do a Floor's Lava run. I need some Floor's Lava clips. Once it starts getting a little bit too close, obviously you move. One of those. He's starting to go to stage 2. Straight in the face. Just be calm, just like the liquors. Uh-oh. Missed. It's a coin Scorpion from Mortal Kombat 2. Sucker! Right, it's going to rip the panel off now. So you're going to get here, pop him with an acid, and just stay out of his way. Because, you know, he's all angry because his girlfriend won't play with him or anything. Right, we might be in trouble here. Oh! Flashbang. That was actually really handy because that means he wouldn't have hurt us. Where the hell is he? Oh, there he is. Always have a standby item with you because then they won't hurt you. Oh, look at how annoyed he is. Whee! 9 AM my time. Oh, dude, that would be like super late. That's like 3 in the morning for you. There you go. That's Birkin. 3, no damage. 100% no damage with Claire. Acid rounds only. So that took 30 acid rounds.
Target has been neutralized.
And 1 flashbang.
Ending quarantine.
Yeah, dude, that'll be like super, super early. You can't stream that thing. So we want to be picking up the flashbangs and the hand grenades. No, you can't do that, dude, because it's not on. You got like school and everything as well.
Service lift is now operational.
So we want to be picking up the grenades, SLS, any meds essentially. So flashbangs and a grenade. There are spark shot needles here, but again, if you're using the spark shot, have at it. I don't, so I used it once because I didn't have the ammo to take out the G mutant, and I didn't want to get killed. So we've got some handgun bullets, which we don't need. So we've got plenty of acid left to deal with these groups we're going to have to run past. And we're going to see Birkin 4,
Back to Sherry.
potentially no damage now, but only minigun and hand grenades. So I got all the way to the final Birkin with Claire on hardcore, I think last year when this first came out, and I couldn't do it. And the reason for it is the acid rounds barely do any damage on the final Birkin form. Because I did this version of Birkin like the speedrunner Trance does on YouTube, which is just basically take out the 3 eyes and then just knife him, and then he's dead. I'm going the wrong way, so I need to go here. 1 PM. 1 PM. Okay, that's not too bad. That's like 7 AM. That's more better for you, dude. You know, don't go killing yourself. So put those away, put that away, put that away. We'll put that away for a minute. We'll get the SLS back out and a couple of knives because we're going to need them in case of the groups. That's cool, but make sure you have your breakfast first and everything, dude. So we got that. Have I got the other handgun? No, I haven't. So we want the other handgun. So yeah, final Birkin used to kick my ass, and I never understood. And then when Carcinogen basically said final Birkin and final Tyrant is just grenades only,
We have to go.
it's kind of, again, it's when you see how you can basically not cheese the game, but I guess how you can exploit it, and once you work out how it can be beaten with ease, kind of like Splatterhouse and work for me on Saturday. Ghouls and Ghosts. It's like if you know where to stand. Can your channel take donations? I don't think so.
Claire?
Yeah?
Thank you for being so nice to me.
Not too sure.
For helping
My
me.
Twitch is like way behind
I'm really
because
glad I met you.
Really glad
I basically just jumped from YouTube, as Josh
Save your thanks
knows,
until I get you out of this place.
and just set it up and tried to hit affiliate as fast as possible before I went back to work. And I did. I managed to hit it literally 5 weeks to the day we finished on YouTube. And I hit affiliate on a Resident Evil 2 stream, funnily enough. So, all silver linings. And funny enough, Josh, I have just rendered the newest episode of Alien Isolation, and I'm going to be putting it on the YouTube channel tonight when I go to bed, so that'll be up in the morning. Okay, so
10 minutes until detonation.
right, run. Forget the groups.
Sherry, run!
Up there. Ah, son of a bitch. I've got a knife, that's fine though. But I didn't need it because of the thing. Where the hell am I? There it is. Son of a bitch. Pick up the herb. So yeah, this channel's like super basic at the moment because I haven't literally had the time to set everything up. I know everything's on the main page, like the Twitter handle, Instagram, Ko-fi,
Of course. Stupid thing's locked.
and all that stuff,
Hold
but
on.
there's literally
Sherry, what
Right.
are you...
I think I can open it from the other side.
all that other stuff. So, alright, one.
God damn it, your timing
Damn, I thought I'd reloaded. One.
9.
You can go down.
Detonation.
I think the reason why I like this gun with Claire is because I feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator 2. I'll take a look and let you know tomorrow, dude. Because at the moment I literally just come straight through him with boot. He's literally got like 1 HP, so he's never gonna hurt you.
Sherry, you hanging in there?
I'm right behind you.
Atta girl. Think we're almost out of here.
Oh, yep. But yeah, I'll take a look at everything and let you know, dude. Because at the moment, I literally just come home from work and I'm dead. Okay, so away, 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 away. So, all you need: grenade, grenade, grenade. We'll take a couple of flashbangs just to be super fun, because we're going to meme it up. And we'll take some herbs. You know, just for the memes.
Worth a try.
8 minutes until detonation.
I love this Birkin fight. I think it's so cool. I just get real cool alien vibes with this boss. Shit. I didn't go in the train, did I? Damn it. I've been playing this game for 2 years and I forgot to go in the train. Muggle. Okay. Now I don't know if that death is going to count against us, because I don't think I loaded. Continued. I loaded. So we'll soon see. Here we go. Right, let's change the audio back for this boss fight, because this boss fight's bad as fuck. Pardon my French. Here we go. Cutscene. Here we go. Yo! It's first all the eyes. Don't worry about anything else. Now run like fudge. Where is he? There he is. So, grenades. 1. He's gonna run.
7.
There we go. Now, his damage is he's basically got like 1 million HP. It's basically based on how many eyes pop. Like, his damage. He's gonna run and charge. Straight into the grenade. Pop. Right, see, he's already fallen to pieces. And that was only 6 grenades. This is a good Birkin fight. This bit feels very reminiscent of The Fly. And there you go, that's final Birkin game A. Grenade only, no damage. What's half of 25? 12 and a half. 12.5. So no cutscene for spoils. So let's see what our rank was, ladies and gentlemen. 1 hour 54, 0 saves, S+. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with our first standard run. Thank you, dude. Shall we try a Leon A speed, like, standard run? Or do you want a Leon B? Standard run. Because canonically, story-wise, it's Leon B for Claire A. Oh, okay. Leon B Rocket Man. Leon B it is. Okay, we're going to rocket this. This is going to be a rocket load run, but we'll do the bosses with normal weapons. How's that sound? So everything else, like zombies, lickers and stuff, we're going to blow them up. But bosses are going to be done legit, so you guys can see that they can be done. I like the sound of that. I think that's going to be a pretty cool thing. Sorry, let's have a quick drink before we start up. Because at least here we can get to a crate a lot faster than with Claire.
Claire, I hope you made it here.
I have to say, I'm really looking forward to playing through the Game B scenarios of classic Resident Evil 2. Because there's a way more thought gone into the second side of classic than there is of the remake. So this bit's going to be interesting to do because this part is super random with where these guys appear. They're super assholes once you come out of the trailer. So just try and stay away. Because like sometimes one will be on the stairs here, or they'll be all the way over by that gate back there. It's just ugh. To speedrun it and to try and plan it, no damage. It's super annoying. So grenade, pick up the pistol, dump everything, and pick up Rocket Man. There's Leon, his little blue uniform.
How I pictured breaking this in.
So, floor's lava. Oh, look at that. His little leg stayed there. Maybe he's a pirate now. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. You really should get that looked at, mate. Who's next? Hey, guys. The floor's lava. If you search on our channel, you'll see there are a lot of the floor is lava clips. Our poor attempt at humour. So, with Game B,
this is not how I imagined my first
there
day.
is a safe way of doing the beginning part, and there is the wrong way of doing it. The safe way is to come up here first and grab the boards and this. Now, because we're going to be doing the rocket launcher, we're not going to need to get the Magnum, but I will show you how to do the Magnum. Hey! That's it, you have a lie down. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Straight in here. See if I can get him in the head. Oh, okay, his head stayed in one piece. Never mind. So, knife, because we're going to use that for Birkin 1. Do 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 do. Yeah, probably on Birkin 3. You don't need it on Birkin 2. Seriously, Birkin 2 is ridiculous. You really don't need anything except for a flashbang, 2 flashbangs, and what's it called? I don't need that because we're not going to use that gun, but we do need gunpowder. Actually, no, we don't. Yeah, we do. Yeah, flashbang and a flamethrower. That's all you need for Birkin 2. It's so ridiculously easy. It's like you've seen how we did Claire Birkin 2 and how much of an annoyance it was. With Leon's, just literally blink and you miss it. So we're going to go through here. Ching. Boom. Get the flashbang. Get the handle if I can get through the door. Yeah, that's right. So, one thing I've actually just thought is, this is the first time playing through the standard, so I'm not sure if this third board is going to be here. Oh, looky. Hey. Don't stand so close to me.
Hello? Is anybody here?
Ah, now that's interesting, because in hardcore there is a board there. Very intriguing. Oh shit, I just remembered there's a liquor. Game B, there are lickers in this hall, not zombies. So, my mistake. So we'll put that board there, because that will come in handy for when we come back as Leon. Both times. This one, yeah, not so much. Ching. Detonator. Herb. Flashbang. See you later, Tubbs. What have I told you about lying down on a job? Uh, 9, 15, 7. Ba-ding. First pouch. Alrighty, let's go. Time's a wasting. We're not going to bother with the desk because we're not getting the pieces for the Matilda. Don't really need it. We will get the shotgun and any shotgun ammo we find. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. So that window will always break before you get there in Game B. Game A, not so much. So just go there. Get the board. Board the window up so you don't need to worry. Well, that was stupid of you, wasn't it? Right, that's got rid of that idiot. Right, where's the Karen gone? So yeah, unlike Game A, this is where Mr. X is following you pretty much right from now. So prepare to have some fun. With this locker, you need to pick it up because you get some Magnum ammo. With Claire, it's machine gun ammo, so you don't really need it. I'm trying to think. So we'll get rid of those two. Yeah, we're going to go down to the box a minute. Cool. Yeah. We'll get the red herb as well, put the health away. You know, that old safety analogy, it's best to have it and not need it, than need it and not have it. Especially for the bosses. So straight here. Clap that up. Let's get the... oh, of course, in game B, you can get the Magnum pretty early. But we're not going to get it on run number 1. We're going to get it on run number 3. Because run number 3, there's no Mr. X chasing us. So it's not anywhere near as stressful. On game B, there's no liquor up here. So you can just chill out. Ah, that's fine. I'll show you how to do it with no issues. So you've got this, you've got this. So normally you'd worry because Mr. X is going to turn up here. La la la.
Jesus Christ!
Take a knee.
Better get moving.
Yeah, Leon, you chump. Get moving. So, game B, they're all different. So it's twins, scale, small snake. So, twins, scale, small snake, or worm. Tequila worm. Ting! Right, where's Karen? There she is. Boom! 2 1 stone. Now, you remember that wonderful guy, Mr. X, who keeps chasing you? This guy only gets up if you go on the ladder, or obviously set off a rocket like I did. Sorry, my phone keeps going off because everybody keeps trying to bloody message me. On Twitter, all these people that I follow, and it's just... some just... oh. It's unprofessional, sorry. So, yeah, up we go. Now, in this part, there is no liquor, the second time on game B, but there is Mr. X, so there's no pouch. But if you remember where the first pouch is, it's in the on the main desk. As you walk into the RPD through the front door, which we didn't do, we came through the side door. So, Ram, Harp, Bird. So Ram, Harp, Bird. Ting! So, that one there. Come on. Is it that door or something? Thought it was. Is his music playing or am I just gone deaf? I'm not able to see. Okay, so I need to come back in here in a minute with nothing in my inventory because I've got weight. I'm not used to taking the rocket launcher route, so can do some work. See you later, Marv. Hey, Marvin got some skylining heat with that. So There's that. I think Marvin should have auditioned for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, mate. I think he'd have got some super heat for that. So we're going to go up here. I'm going to use the key so we can get rid of the key as well. And then we're going to go back and get the knife. See you later, Karen. So we're 13 minutes in. We're not doing too bad. Oh yes, wrong door. Come on, Ginge. Let's see if we can hit him from over here. Where is he? Dun, 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 dun. Take a bow. So this one is Crown Fire Eagle. Oh. Ching. And so we will. Right, so we're going to get that. The last pieces out of the library, and then we get the hell out of Dodge. And we're going to do Birkin. Birkin one knife only. Look at Mr. X still sitting there. Wake up. Actually, no, because we can do this bit in a second. Want the health spray. I'm not really doing this legit. I'm just, because I got the rocket launcher, I'm not doing it the way I would normally play. So, but for the Magnum, I will do it the proper way. So, shotgun shells. Just make those shotgun shells. Get rid of that, and that. What door am I missing? I'm missing the door downstairs, aren't I? Sugar. So. So there's a herb. We want that one. And cool. So with Leon, with Claire, you go all the way down and pick up the grenade because you don't go down. You don't come back to the RPD for the first time where you can get the grenade. With Leon, just ignore the grenade because we're going to pick it up on RPD 3. So. Yeah, instead of going all the way down there, just go straight here. Because it's pointless, you know, going down if you're going to be picking it up anyway, so to save you time. I've got to say, the one criticism I can say about 2 and 3 is, obviously, they don't run very fast. Like, when you compare it to the original, it's like, it's like a little saunter. You know, you're running away from a bloody zombie.
It won't work on this thing.
So get behind him or to the side. Right, this is already bad. Yeah, I knew that was going to come.
No choice. Gotta take it down.
Yeah, this is nowhere near as good as Claire's. There we go. That's good. That's good. Keep it up. He's going to grab us. L1. Stab. Get the next knife. We'll use the herb. And straight back. He should drop in a second. There it is. And you keep at it. Ooh. Probably going to grab us again. Maybe not. He's down again. Keep at him. There we go. Knife only. It
Somebody's
seems
watching me.
difficult and it seems annoying. It really isn't. It's a lot less time consuming than running around shooting him, and I don't have the. I've tried doing the shooting route once, and I gave up after like 5 minutes because it is just like, ugh. I can think of better things to do, and plus it just seems like a way to waste all of your ammo, which I don't want to do. So we're going to go up here. So even though we use quite a lot of health on Birkin 1, trust me, we will not be using anywhere near that amount on Birkin 2. Ding! And we're going. Time's a wasting. So we've got 2. Wow, we're going through quite a lot of knives. Let's go. Let's go, Leon. Run. Ding, 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 ding. So we're going to get the pouch and dump everything we've got back into the box. Are you off now, my friend? Thank you for joining into stream. Thanks for the follows. Super appreciated. Hope you've had a good evening, and thank you. Hope you drop by again soon. You're very, very welcome. So we want that and that and that, and the book. No, we don't want to take that. We don't need that. Oh. Pick it up. So yeah. Hello! How's it going, Clown? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thanks for joining. Welcome back, Woes. You should be focusing on school, dude. You could always catch the...
I'm not done talking to you.
The thing, it's on here for like 7 days. Kill that guy, because he's annoying. So we've already done Claire A standard and got an S+. Now we're just memeing it up for Leon for a little bit. I'm not going to show any spoilers, because we don't do that here unless it's first time plays. And then we all get spoiled. Yeah, tomorrow it's going to be Streets of Rage 4, playing through that. So the Path to Platinum returns with that game. Streets of Rage 4 is very, very good. I had quite a laugh playing that game. I'm still undecided how I feel about the soundtrack. It's definitely a step up from number 3, but I don't think it's anywhere near as tiered as parts 1 and 2. But we'll see. Adam from Streets of Rage 1 is super OP. So just doing the grind to unlock all the characters. And then play through it all. What, this one? You're downloading it. Hey, good man. Right, so with this, kill all the dogs. Because if you don't kill all the dogs, you're going to have a bad time. But this isn't a strats one for this, only the bosses. This time around, we're just memeing it up. Ding 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 ding. You're a Resident Evil fan? Have you ever played them before, or is this going to be your first one? You've picked a hell of a game to jump in if it is your first one. It's a hell of a game. So, The generator is off, double on, off. Ding! So yeah, the enemy placement can be random, but on these parts it's always the same. So there's a dog here, fine. And then we leave. We'll pick up that herb, because obviously we'll need it for the bosses. There's a dog there. Boom, hot dog. There's a dog coming here. There's a dog coming through the grate over here. And I think he ran straight into that. Back over here, there's no more dogs. But if you were clear, there's a liquor, so y'all don't be running. So we're going to take care of the dogs here in a minute.
Shit.
Boom! I think that's all of them. Just makes the job easier in a minute. Paid $15. First in the remake. Yeah, I've read it's on offer at the moment. Of course, Game B, we've got that already, so we don't need that. So open the light on, and we'll dump that and that. Yeah, some good stuff. You're gonna have some good fun playing this, guaranteed. Wait a minute. No. Am I thinking? That's right, it's game A, I gotta get the fuse, isn't it? Aish. Upstairs. Up the stairs we go. Run along. We're gonna go and get the jewel from the art room and upset the liquor. Yeah, the originals came out years ago. It's the 25th anniversary next year, which I'm really looking forward to. There's a lot of Resident Evil shit coming out next year. You got the film, the animated, was it a new series, an animated movie, the new game. I'm not following anything of the new game. Not because I don't want to know, it's I want to go into it blind. Yeah, Resident Evil is one of my favourite series. That, Mega Man and Streets of Rage, and Splatterhouse. I still don't like the name Village. I still think it's just a stupid thing. You know, they got away with Resident Evil's Biohazard and Biohazard Resident Evil. It worked because it was a play on both of the franchise. But you know, Village, just so they can make it a Roman numeral 8. It's like, ugh. To me, that's just stupid. See, I don't really care about Mia and Ethan being in it. That doesn't bother me. But if I'm correct, it is the first game where the characters have returned back to back. Because Chris wasn't in 2, Jill wasn't in 2. Chris was technically in 4, which is Code Veronica, or 3. Jill was in 3/4, which is Nemesis. Leon was in 4/5, with thingy. Metal Gear. I've played a little bit of Metal Gear Solid, way back in the day, and I really like it. I've got the set for PS3, like the entire series. And that's a series I would love to sit and play. I don't know if we could do it on a stream. I don't know what you guys would be like. You know, whether you'd sit through it, or maybe we could do it as like the first time plays, like we did with Until Dawn, where you guys like help with the playthrough. I think that would be a pretty neat stream. But again, it's what you guys want as well, because y'all are the ones that sit and watch it. You know, I can put whatever on till forever, but you know, if you guys don't watch it, it's pretty pointless. So we get the key. I thought I put that back, but I don't need it just yet. So we want to do that. Stars. Yeah, it's time to plug my my YouTube channel, for youtube.com/RetroBiggie. If you go there and look at Raccoon City Saga, you will see the whole playthroughs of Resident Evil 2 and 3. They've been edited together. So it tells the entire story, which is the whole Resident Evil 2 and 3 set, which is set over like the 3 days at the end of September, beginning of October. So there's that. If you guys ever wanted to, don't want to hear my voice and just want to see the whole thing, it's there. There's no commentary on it. I played it through. It's barely any damage. There's like damage on the final Nemesis boss because I spliced in the Inferno version, and there is damage on the surprise, but I don't want to say what the surprise is because you've got to watch it. It's not monetized, so it doesn't matter. No, it's there. None of it's monetized at the moment. My channel isn't monetized, so it doesn't matter. It's just, you know, everything that goes on here is going over to there as a backup, so it's just to let people know if they miss something. Let me see. Watch me play Metal Gear. Oh, that's so cool. I want to play. The thing is, I want to play through them in order. So I would have to play like the MSX and NES versions, and I think that would be pretty cool to do. Right, so we'll unlock that, so we get rid of that key. If you look on your thing, Roman, you'll see that you just click on my name on your YouTube subs, and it'll take you to my channel. So yeah, with the lickers, just walk, because otherwise they'll come at you. Where's he gone? Is he despawned? That's pretty rad. So yeah, the Alien Isolation episode 5 of First Time Plays is going to be uploaded tonight for that as well. So I think we're up to like level 10 or 11. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. Alien Isolation is really, really cool, but the map is so obtuse. Oh, I got him, so I don't need to care. So we'll pick up the herb as well. Where's he at? Where's Mr. X? Cool. Are you on Twitch? Are you on the YouTube, my friend? 'Cause I'll give you a follow. And I can catch your stuff as well. I try to catch everybody that I try to follow everyone that follows as well, and try to catch the stuff. It's really awkward if we're on obviously we're at other ends of the world and whatnot, because we're all on different time zones. But I do try to catch up with everybody. That's why I put a lot of stuff now. I'm putting everything over to YouTube, so if there's anything that we were streaming that you guys missed or whatnot, then it's over there. Do that. Did I pick up the first? I did pick up the first piece of something. Twitch. Ah, cool. And thanks for the follow as well, my friend. That's awesome. Super awesome of you. Thank you. I will be getting hold of a copy of Until Dawn for Halloween, hopefully, to do the Path to Platinum, which is the save all run, which gives you majority of the trophies. So That's going to be on Halloween, a full playthrough, the whole game, start to finish. And then I want to get hold of the BioShock set on PS4 because I want to play through that series on stream. I've played a little bit of BioShock back when it first came out on the PS3, and I've got them on PS3. I just don't have a PC to stream it. Oops, wrong button. So I think I can pick it up or borrow it on the PS4 and go from there. But I really did enjoy what I was playing, and the story seems really epic, especially from what I've heard about in Infinite. BioShock Infinite looks pretty nuts. So I'm down for that. There's a lot of games we were going to bring to the stream. We'll get there.
Hope I don't have to write a report on this.
We've got to walk before we can run, as it were, or walk before we can crawl. Right, is he going to be over there, or is he behind us? Yeah, there he is. He's down there, see? See if we can get him. Oh, it's so much fun trolling Mr. X. So this shaves some time off, just coming down here and then going down the stairs. So down the stairs. Ding. Back out in the rain. So with this, we're going to get the rocket launcher as well. Not the rocket launcher, sorry, the flamethrower. Because that makes Birkin 2 pretty simple. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that, and that, and... Where is it? There it is. And yeah, that's it. We don't need the flashbang because we've got the rocket launcher, so yeah. Get my book ready. Oh. Sorry. I have a lovely little red book that has all the puzzles written in. Because there are some that, even though I've got a lot of them memorized, some I don't. Pew! Go around again. But I hope everyone's doing alright. I hope you're all having a good week. And you're all staying safe. And you're all okay. Because obviously what's going on in the world at the moment, the world's kind of crazy. Push the wrong button. Okay, so 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so we want to pick up the first aid spray because we need that in case of the bosses. Here we go.
What are they? That's not good.
Floor is lava. I said the floor is lava. Yep, take a knee. Big, bold, beautiful boy. Here comes Ada. Leon simping for Ada. Holy crap! Castlevania has the anniversary
Is that the
collection
intel
has
you
Kid
need?
Dracula.
Unfortunately, no. Ben didn't come through.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible for this mess. Road's out.
Did I just kill Ada? Oh, I was about to say. That would have been funny.
What a mess.
Okay, so we want shotgun stock and a hand grenade. Goodbye. We don't want to say Seekando like that.
Heard of the Umbrella Corporation? They're a pharmaceutical company secretly making bioweapons. They have a virus. It turns people into indestructible monsters.
That
That
explains the horrible
things
things
I've
I've seen. And that's why I'm looking for a Annette Birkin.
And that's why I'm looking for Annette Birkin. She's the one at Umbrella responsible for unleashing this is how we get to it.
Based on what
And
you've
what you
said?
said, the sewer
Sewer
seems
seems
fit.
Well said.
Gee, thanks.
See, I really
Can't
don't know
imagine a
which
real
Leon I
scientist
prefer,
being
this
down
one or
here.
the original.
This leads right into Umbrella's secret facility.
This one
Come
seems
on.
like a
Sewers are run
proper...
by the city. How could they have a facility without the
I
authorities
don't know,
knowing?
he's a little too naive, I think.
Umbrella's control Raccoon City.
Jesus! That an earthquake?
I sure as hell hope so.
What the
The
hell?
hell?
Stay sharp. God
I've gone
only
past it,
knows
haven't
what's
I?
down here.
There it is. Get rid of that, and that, and that. I hope with like water pistols or something, not like BB guns or anything, because that's like
Again?
pretty bad. Don't get caught in the eye.
Turn back, Leon.
No chance. You're stuck with me to the end.
Left, right, left.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's one way to say it, Leon. Oh, soft gun. Oh, flats. We're going to shoot him with a rocket launcher today. Boom!
Chew
Ew.
on that, you overgrown son of a bitch.
It looks like Swamp Thing. If anyone's a fan of that comic book series. Never read the books, but have seen the 2 films.
Leon, up here.
What the hell was...
Just
Get up here! Future ex-wife material, our Ada, right here.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
Lovely lady.
You said the virus turned people into monsters, not reptiles.
Fair point. I'm just impressed you made it in one piece.
She's chumping you, Leon. Oh. So does anyone actually push the button? No.
So let me get this straight. Umbrella sells monsters like that to who? Our military? Somebody else's?
They don't sell the monsters. They sell the viruses that make them. And Annette is who makes the viruses. As scary as that alligator was, Annette is far more dangerous.
Ooh. Okay, so we've got the jewel for the Magnum, and we got the Stars badge, so we can get the Magnum in a minute. So here's how we do Ada's start set.
You can run, Annette, but you can't hide. It's secret weapon time.
Boop. and up and up and up and up and up and up. Candy from a baby. So right there, and then right, so that guy's not going to cause any problems now because he's only got one leg. If he's got one leg, he can't get out that door. The problem is if you do that, you can't get Ada's accomplishment of doing this section without taking firing the gun. So you want a big old tons of fun here. Get him to go over there. Run around. Stay to the left. Okay, so we're doing okay so far. He's down now. Ah, this is a good run. This is a good Ada run. This is a very, very, very good Ada run. I like it.
Got you now. Always been good at running, Annette. Give you that. Persistent bastard, aren't you?
So we do that. Open the door. Do that. And then this. Da-da-da-da-da. And then... Ooh. We're done. And there we go. Ada, no damage. So far. So far. Yes. Yes, that sucked big time.
Bravo. Gonna burn me alive now.
You'll never get your filthy hands on the G.
I'm not the only one after it. You realize that.
And you won't die alone.
It's all about practice, my boy. One. Meow. And that one. 2 to go. Bang. There we go. That's it. Ada's done. Ada's section's done. 46 minutes. That's not too bad. That's good. We're doing pretty good for a meme run so far. Alright, time to wake up Leon.
Ada? Where are you?
Where are you? I can't help but think, like, Leon's like Rocky. Like, Adrian! Yeah, I know what you feel, dude. It does feel like that. I think I've got way more patience for these games now, like the newer games, than I ever did with the older ones. Seriously, older games I used to rage like hell. It was so annoying. Because they were a lot more cheaper, like Castlevania and everything, and Mega Man, Contra and everything. It's just like, ugh. But these are just meh. Quite easy to to work out in a way. Hey, floor's lava. You got itchy, burny feet. Whee! I don't know where he went, but he landed there. Won't bother with the knife because we don't need it. Wrong way, that's where Hunk comes from.
Shit.
I think the thing that's really funny is technically Leon would have died. Not just because of the zombies, but because of the infection. Just by coming into the sewers, the infection would have killed him. So... I don't know what Ada put inside that bandage, but it must have been hella good.
Interesting.
So, shotty shells. Wow, 2 shotgun shells.
Where'd she go?
Oh, bless. Yeah, I don't mind. See, I don't know why everyone goes mental about Ashley. I didn't ever have the problem with it. I mean, if anybody's ever played GoldenEye and had to deal with, I think it's the level Control, when Natalia just went get out the way. You know, once you played those games, that and something else that's got piss poor stuff, you know, Ashley's not that bad. You know, you need to let that hate go. Hating on Ashley's old hat. So 212.8. Ding. Well, technically, it kind of is. Because you shouldn't be doing that with a woman anyway. Unless you have permission. So, we're going to go this way first. The only thing that is kind of annoying about Ashley is obviously where it's like, help, you know, help me, Leon, and what. And that's only because you're going super slow. Which, yeah, alright, it's kind of annoying, I guess, but... You know, there are worse things. You know, with that, just put it on mute.
God. This is getting worse.
So you don't have to hear her. That's what I do. Lie down, boys. Eat brown bread. Oh, there's another one. Was that the same one? Because that would have been really interesting to see. Or did I just completely not hit it? It's a shame there isn't a rocket launcher, infinite rocket launcher in 7. That would be funny. I don't think there is one in 6, but you can buy the infinite grenade launcher part. Used to have a friend who doesn't know what RE is, and you play Resident Evil 5. See, this is the thing. Everyone I know doesn't really play games, so that's pretty much the reason I don't play online. Because most people are kind of annoying. You know, when I have gone online, it's just been idiots. So idiot trolls will be like, yeah, you know, we're gonna do this, and what is it? Me and my nephew played GoldenEye online for the Wii, and I don't, you know, we both work, and it's a case of I don't have the time to like sit at home and play a game for thousands of hours to the point where I'm like a level 1000, so that when someone new comes in, you just absolutely tank the crap out of them, so they don't want to play it anymore. And I find that really dickish in online gaming. And it's very toxic. That's another reason why I stay offline. You know, if I want behaviour like that, I'll get my friends together and we'll just troll each other. This is not fun. It just puts people off. And it's one thing that put me off of gaming for quite a while. I left gaming for nearly 10 years because of it. So I pretty much missed like the end of the PS2 and Xbox era, and only came back towards the end of PS3. I mean, I'd love nothing more than to play GTA 5 online and have some good fun with that, but I just know there'll be some real idiots on there. So I know I won't enjoy it. I was going to be playing the part 5 online with someone and part 6, but obviously you've got to have the PSN Pro stuff, and it's like, really? So kind of annoyed. Let's do that now. So yeah, that kind of annoyed, but yeah, whatever. Oh, I need that. That's it, PS Plus. If it's not this month, if it's not this payday, it will be next month. Maybe next month I'll go on PS Plus, and then I can do like, I can hopefully finish RE5 and do finish get the platinum on that, because I've only got to do it on professional and get Be the Knife trophy, where you have to deflect the arrow with a knife, which is really dumb. The dumbest trophy ever. I'm not a fan of it. So this is the negative you need. So we're going to go here and use the key first. Cool. That'd be awesome. Oh, I want to combine that over there. It's going to be very interesting to try and finish RE5. Oh, really? Sorry, it's that time of year where fireworks go off, and I hate fireworks with a passion. Sorry. Yeah, fireworks really put me in a bad mood when they're set off for no reason. Got nothing good to do. Of course you do. You got your work to do, my friend. The people with fireworks here, yes, because they're absolute idiots. They are truly idiots here in the UK. They will literally. We have something called Bonfire Night. It's Guy Fawkes Night. It's to celebrate the man who tried to blow up our Houses of Parliament. He got caught. That's on November 5th, but they sell the fireworks from like now, the start of October, and people just start setting them off until the start of the next year because people put fireworks on for the New Year, and it's just super annoying. It's just really lame, and yeah. Anyway, that's enough negativity. So yeah. With the film, we're going to get the laser sight and everything. We're also going to get everything else. So we don't need that. And we're going to go get the Magnum. So let's see. So in game B, if you go... That's right, 4th of July. And massive thing over there for you guys. So, yeah, with the floors here, if you go on the ground floor and the very top floor, there are liquors. But if you go on this floor here, the second floor, there are no liquors at all. So you're pretty much fine. We'll go and get the Magnum in set. We're just going to go and develop the film. And as you can see, there's no Mr. X. So you can just run around here for ages and pick up everything you've left. So any ammo, any health, you just pick it all up. Provided you stay away from the liquor, which is over there. Now I know there's one in assisted. So there we go. There we go. That sounds like there's another one now. So now we can get the Magnum pieces and everything. So I'll turn the thingamabob on. We'll go upstairs. We'll get the Magnum and the Magnum laser, and then we'll get the fuel for the flamethrower as well. Three hours. What's that, till you finish school, or how long we've been streaming? Because we're nearly done here. Be about another 30 minutes. Be about 30 minutes until we finished. Because we're not picking up any more items. So let's go. Go and get the flamethrower fuel and then we get out of here. Oh, bless. I'm going to have to in a bit. I got to... It's 8 o'clock here. By the time we're done, it'll be about 9ish. But we'll be doing a longer stream tomorrow, so... I'm going to have a really long stream tomorrow. To get down on Streets of Rage. Got a lot of work to do on Streets of Rage 4, so... Yeah. So we don't want to go there, we want to go around here. Into this room here. Get your flamethrower fuel. That's a full canister. which we're going to need for we go up against Birkin 2. And that's it, we're done. I'm going to get the last parts of the Magnum from downstairs as we're going back, and then we're done. We're going to finish the sewers and pretty much 30 minutes or so. Oh, what's that? So we want to put that away. So if it's 2 o'clock, it'll be 8 o'clock for you. I picked up the grenade, so click. So just make sure you don't burn yourself out, mate. You got a lot of stuff. You got a lot of stuff on. Yeah. So going down here. And away we go. So that's it, sewers are done. Oh. Right, there's one. Is he awake? He's dead. Brown bread. I mean, technically I could just go down that little bit and go back down. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Holy. Alrighty. So, put that away, so we need a couple of flashbangs and the fuel. And where are we? We'll take that one. Oh, congratulations, boy. Congratulations. Well done, my friend. That's super awesome. Right, I've got to remember which way around this is it? Wherever the pawn is. So, book. And that is king, queen, bishop. I think this is right. This one always throws me off. Yes! There we go.
Okay, almost there, Ada.
Okay, so we haven't got any knives. We shouldn't really need the knives. We should just literally need the... Oh, I know what I need. I need the shotgun. I knew I was looking at the shotgun for a reason. Okay, so we want shotgun shells, that and that. So we go one. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Leon's a badass. Run around just one hand in his shotgun, like he's Ash from Evil Dead. And what's it on? Number B, triple on. So on. Nah, Jill's the man. Jill's got more oomph than Leon ever has, so we want to go.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that's it, Leon. Come now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reload. That's cool. That first hit doesn't hurt you, it just stuns you. Right, so here you run.
It's still alive?
That should have got him on the wall. Yeah, there we go. We've got plenty of time. We jump down, run. Chris is nothing. I'm sick of Chris. There we go. Barbecue Birkin time. There we go. Barbecuing down to about 200. Sorry, I had to about 120.
Now I got you.
One cycle. Yeah, follow the man. I'm sure there's a binary there somewhere. That makes up for the shit show we had with Jill. Sorry, Claire on Birkin 2.
Let's hope that's the last of them.
That made up way more than enough. I think Nemesis is more than a man. Maybe Sadler. I think Sadler's like pretty OG. What's the name of the one with the false eye in 4, actually? I never remember his name.
Nice. Where'd you get that?
And what a big man he is. That's pretty funny. For some reason, that really tickled me. But yeah, there's Krauser, the one with that you fight as Leon, isn't it? Who just jumps all over the place. Isn't it Mikhail? In Resident Evil 4, the one with the false eye? Because then you got Sadler, who's in charge of the cult. You got the little midget dude. I can't remember what his name is, but he's annoying in part 4. He's more annoying than Ashley.
This may be a one-way ride.
Mikhail isn't a man. No, I'll give you that. Mikhail isn't a man. He's a legend.
This
He's the
track is
boss.
bound for Nest. Do not exit until
Mikhail
the final
is the boss. When shit's going down, he's the one who holds it together until he blows himself up. Ada the man. Yeah, actually no. I think hands down Ada is the man. She's more man than anybody. You know, she's like the Inspector Gadget of Resident Evil. Except she's actually got a brain, whereas Inspector Gadget doesn't.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open.
Well, have you seen Helena?
Stand clear until the doors welcome to Nest.
You know, she does kind of look mannish.
Okay. I wonder where the G-Virus is.
And that's not a bad thing, you know. That's not me. That's just me messing with Leon. You know, I'm pretty sure there's a meme out there where it's not Helen, it's Helen or something like that. especially this remake, Leon, he does seem a bit more in tune to the LGB like community than OG Leon. Oh, that's fuel. I need that.
The nutritional needs using our latest biological research. Please enjoy our tasty selection of healthy foods.
Helena's actually real badass. I don't know why I've been sleeping on Helena. Seriously, when I was going through the trophies, on 6, of which I've only got a couple left to do, she's got some badass weaponry. She's pretty slick. Nah, I'm not the man. I'm just a man. A simple, humble man. I am a skeleton with blood, apparently. You gotta have a soul to be the man, and unfortunately I'm ginger, so I have no soul. But I'll take everybody's soul. Can we get me, boys? Because we're not going to go get the pouch. Change your handle. Soulless Ginge plays too. Right, so flamethrower. Let's connect that. I don't know why I just done that, because I'm just going to be rocket launchering the groups anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so... Oh, what am I doing? Come on. Oish. Oos. 113. So we got like 30 minutes to hit at least S plus, S rank, because we're not going to do it with the rocket launcher. It's not going to be S plus because of the thing. Yeah. Yeah. I think hands down Albert or Barry. Yeah, Albert wasn't a Western. Resident Evil 3, the movie, is technically a Western because it's in the desert. In the desert, they can't remember. Yeah, we better not sing that because we'll get thrown off of Twitch. That amazing song by America. Wake up, boy. Nighty-night. Okay, so this is 20418. Boop. 5831. So 5831. Boop. So honestly, hand on heart, what are the Resident Evil movies that bad? Like seriously. So are they really that bad? Take the Resident Evil name off of them. And are they that bad? I mean, they're just fodder. Turn your brain off and watch them, and you'll have it right back. 3 is actually really entertaining if you don't watch it like a Resident Evil film.
Manual mode
B,
engaged. Adjust
R,
amount of solution to match
G,
cartridge capacity.
B, R, G, B. Because the first one isn't too bad. You know, considering what it is, it's got the mansion, kind of. You know, it's got a liquor, and it's got quite a feasible way for a story for how the virus escaped in the lab. So, you know, all intents and purposes, it's actually got a heck of a story. But then they just butchered the Nemesis story in number 2 and the title, because obviously Star Trek Nemesis was out. So they couldn't call it that because everyone, you know, they thought, oh well, people are going to get confused if they see, you know, Resident Evil Nemesis and Star Trek Nemesis. It's like, really? Star Trek's been going since the 70s, Resident Evil's been going since the 90s. I'm pretty sure they're not going to mix up a film about zombies and a film about a Star Trek ship. You know, Hollywood's a bit stupid when it comes to things like that. But, Resident Evil Extinction, the one in the desert on the buses and all that, well, that's pretty cool. I think that's a pretty badass film. Then you got, the fourth one, I think that's Afterlife, which I'm not super fond of. To be fair, I'm not really fond of the second one either, because they ruined Nemesis. But then it's W. Anderson, he's a bit of a knob. Oh, I want that. The fifth one, where it's all simulated in dome, is actually really cool. I like the idea of it, I guess.
Welcome back, Dr. Lee. You have.
And then the last
new
film was
messages.
just terrible. It was just a case of, oh Christ, we've got to finish it, so we'll just do this. So they are very hit and miss. But you know, just turn your brain off when you're watching it.
Cooling complete.
The Dead Rising films are quite weird. I remember I sat and watched those earlier this year. The first one's very good. The second one's not that good. Two for one. And then you got the three films. Is it Regeneration, Damnation, and Vendetta? That's fine. You can put wherever you want, my friend. From what I remember of Regeneration, it's not too bad. Because that's the one about the C virus again. No, the G virus, isn't it? And they're at the airport. That's not bad. Then you got Damnation. I need to watch Damnation again. The Thing. And then you've got Vendetta, which Vendetta is a real good film. Oh, Ginge, what are you doing? I think I've watched Vendetta like 3 times, so I think that's the one I've watched the most. I know I've only seen Damnation once, and that was when I sat and watched every Resident Evil film in a day a few years ago, because I got like super bored at home. This is like way before I was streaming. But I am intrigued to see what they do with the new stuff. I mean, it can't be any worse. So yeah, well, I think we've seen the worst it can be.
Dispensing.
That did the trick.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Then you've got
You have dispersed
the same guy who did the Resident Evil film. He's doing Monster Hunter, isn't he? And everyone's just going nuts. So, I'm not going to be buying Village as a day one purchase. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to save it for a while. It's just because of all the DLC. I just know there's going to be a shed load like Resident Evil 7. And I'm really not... I don't like spending a fortune. And be like, yeah, here's the game, then you've got to buy like banned footage volumes 1 and 2 and this to tell the whole story. It's just like $200. Nah, you're right. I'll wait for the game of the year. Unless I find it pre-owned for like 20 quid, and then I don't mind so much. But I'm not going to be spending full price and then have to buy the rest and pay like twice as much. So nah. And plus I got to buy like a whole new console as well for it. So
hopefully the G sample's up here.
again, the fact that Spider-Man, yeah, all right, Spider-Man isn't a bad game, but the problem is we've already played it. If you played a PlayStation 1 game, you played a PlayStation 2 movie games, it's the same game. You just have a couple of different things and a better graphics, which is cool, but I've played it. I want to play something different. You know, it looks awesome and the story's cool, but it's, you know, it's the same Spider-Man game. It's like Grand Theft Auto. After Grand Theft Auto 3, all it's changed is the soundtrack and the graphics. The rest of it's exactly the same. And I love Grand Theft Auto 5. I think it's a fantastic game. I love the soundtrack as well. They need to do a Vice City 2. That would be awesome. But with Resi 8, it's a case of, yeah, that's fine, but...
Alright, now back to
you know, Xbox and, you know, PS5. I'd rather put the money towards a gaming PC and then go from there. Wow, you really don't get a lot of ammo in this. So large, so we want that and that. So shotgun shells. We put the grenade away. We put the herb over there. I want that. That, and that. That. We put that away. That can go away. So that there, that there. There. We've got a ton of magnum ammo. And I want a couple of knives. Because, you know, for the memes, so... do that. That's awesome. If you really want to mess with them, get them to play the old school Resident Evil. Actually, we'll try it this way, and then if we fail, we'll go back. We'll one. Damn, he got me. We definitely think we're going to need some flashbangs. Gotcha. We're gonna die. Gotcha. Burn him up. See how different the fights are between Claire and Leon Birkin 3? There we go.
Target has been neutralized.
I saw this game when I was like Infinite Alchemy. How do you mean, my friend? This is the only one where I've got the someone actually went out and bought me the infinite ammo. Let's see, reload. Oh, okay. Nice. When's your birthday, dude? I'll be checking into that one. Have we got both the flashbangs? Yes, because we didn't have any flashbangs, did we? So there's that one. I don't have anything. Yeah, Resident Evil 7. 29. That's Thursday, isn't it? The 29th? Because Halloween is the Saturday. Yes, I'll tune in for a little bit, dude. And then I'll watch the rest on the catch up. That'd be awesome. Nice. Halloween's the best day. Gotta love the Halloween day. Our workplace is weird because it's supposed to be like, we're supposed to do Monday to Saturday and do like Monday to Fridays like 7:45 to 5:45 and then a short day on Saturday, but we're doing Monday to Friday at the moment. So they were doing the 4 short days Monday to Thursday and then the 4 long days Monday to Thursday and then the short days on Friday. But from next week they're like, oh, we're putting the Fridays back to 5. So I'm on my probation because obviously it's my new job, and I just asked them. In my contract it says 4 long days and 1 short, so which day's my short one? You know, because you're not doing Saturdays. And they were like, well, you know, this part of it is this. And I went, it doesn't say that in my contract. So... do y'all want to reconsider that? Mom's birthday's Halloween. Ah, super cool. She's got the best day of the year for a birthday. It would be great if you could change your birthday, but that would be like really weird. He's barbecued. Lie down, boy. Do you ever remember playing like the original RE2 and seeing what the IVs looked like then and not even being scared? And yet these guys are absolutely terrifying. It's just very weird. Spider Tyrant does whatever a Spider Tyrant does. Dun, 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 dun. No, please, don't get up. Floor is lava. Holy crap, is he behind you? I've never actually noticed that before. Holy shit, I've never really noticed that. Oh, this song is like the second best song of the game. Next to the ultimate end song. That is the first time I've ever seen Mr. X behind me as like going through that door. Okie dokie, so hand grenades and flashbangs, that's all we're gonna need. And maybe some herbs. Is this run gonna be as good as Claire's final boss run? Probably not. This is gonna suck hard. Yeah, but that would be like an awesome day. You could do so much. Think of like, if you have a party, you've got like the best thing to do. You've just got a fancy dress or whatever. You know, you can have awesome cake and whatever. So many positives to having Halloween on your birthday. It's like, if I was to ever get married, I'd want Halloween to be the day I get married. Halloween's better than Christmas. Yeah, I said it. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. Come on, homeboy. Up. Boom. Up. Boom. Oh, sugar. Don't want to get there. This song's pretty badass too. That's it. Go back.
What is it with this thing?
There we go. No, no, sir. You stay there. You stay there. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, no, 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 no. No, fucking... Oh. Yeah, that wasn't good. That was real. Oh, he didn't hit me.
Where did this...
No! Oh! It would have been no damage. Fuck. Oh. Yeah. This fight is way more tense than Claire's. This fight is way more intense. And the music for Leon superly kicks ass. So, yeah, we're just gonna rocket launcher him because we're not gonna do anything else. I can't believe I missed all those rocket launcher shots. Jesus Christ. Although if I would have used this right from the start, it would have just blown him up. So the boss fight would have been over in like 1 second. Like this one's going to be. 135, so we're going to be done by like 140 on this run.
You got a problem with death?
Yeah, pretty much.
You want more bullets? Be my guest.
That's it, the song of the series is coming up.
Come on! Want some
I
more?
gotta say, that is probably one of the best ending songs in this series.
Christ! Just die.
Don't Tell Aunt Rhodey's another good song. From number 7, that's pretty sick. There we go. Don't tell Aunt Rhodey. Everybody. It's kind of weird. I was editing like my some of my renders ready for the YouTube channel and so forth, and playing through Resident Evil 2 Classic with Claire A, and there's so many like double entendres for some of the wording used, but I've never played it, and I'm already halfway through Claire's campaign, and I haven't used the walkthrough or anything once. Okay, Cannot Lose, my favourite song. It is a really good song. It fits the game completely. I think this song, I think it's called Saudote or Saudata or something like that. It just tops Aunt Rhody.
So, are you guys
like boyfriend, girlfriend?
No, we're just... well, we actually just met last night.
Yeah. That would have been one hell of a first date, though.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Look! He might be able to give us a ride.
This would be a hell of a karaoke song, wouldn't it?
What if it's not just the city?
Get Sherry out of here.
Come on.
It's like, get Sherry out of here. Where? You're on the side of the road. What else can you do? Yeah.
Hey, that was Live Another Day by the Great.
He was friendly.
So, is it over?
I don't know. But if it's not, we'll stop it. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you damn right we will.
As long as we stick together, we'll be fine. Come on.
See, with this now, the way this is, you have to
guys could
remake
adopt
6
me.
just for Leon and Sherry's relationship in this, because Leon's a lot kinder.
And a parrot.
Because he's more of a badass, like a bit of a in the original,
I always wanted pets, but my mom
and that's why he's like so cold in part 6. So
Next up on this boring Wednesday is
Yeah.
a song to get your blood pumping.
here we go. When you were laughing at Carlos when he said kind of yeah. Carlos has so much personality in the remake. You know, when I went back and played through the original, I hate Carlos in the original for the most part. I like the second half part where he's maturing and realizing what Umbrella are doing. But in the remake, he's such a badass. Like, he's so believable. Like, he genuinely wants to help people, but he's in the wrong company, and he doesn't realize how bad it is. And Sherry's like, in 6, Sherry's gorgeous. Sherry's lovely. Considering what she went through in this game, like her story, losing her mum and dad, and what they did, you know, and what the doctors and everything did to her, she's actually still so innocent and good and kind, and I think that's why it works. Her story, her and Jake. If I'm going to be completely honest, out of the 3 stories where you have a partner, that's probably the best story in 6. Chris's is just a rehash of 5, where he's pissed off that he's bad, you know, he's messed something up and he's a drunk. And then his whole redemption part is he should have died. It should have been Piers who lives. And then Leon's is still pretty cool, but we've done it already. And a little too trod out, a little too worn out a little bit. But Sherry's and Jake's was so fresh. You know, it was the whole... Yeah, Chris's is very depressing. It's depressing and boring. I really didn't enjoy Chris's campaign either times I've played through it. Like the PS3 version, and when we went through it on Twitch, I really did not get into Chris's at all. I loved going back and playing through Jake's campaign though. I really loved Jake's campaign this again. I am definitely pro Jake. They need to bring Jake back. He is a hell of a character. Bring them both back. And it even worked with them two falling in love by the end of their story. It worked so well. And it's not the whole cliched like Commando or Rocky like brawn sort of thing. It's done very, very sweet. Where Sherry's goodness actually like starts to turn Jake from being heartless. You know, the whole Shakespearean narrative sort of thing. It's so good. And it's so underrated as well. People are sleeping on 6. Legit. They're just pissed that it was more action rather than survival horror. Get over that and you've got yourself a hell of a game. And Leon's is just a classic throwback to 2 and 4. And Ada's is really sick as well. I really enjoyed it. I really do like 6. I could play 6 for days. But the fun fact is, Resident Evil 8 or Village, it was technically supposed to be the next Revelations. It was supposed to be Revelations 3. So they changed it to Resident Evil Village. And that's why we're getting Resident Evil 4 Remake, because they're just going to reuse the assets from the 8 to do the village and the castle in the remake of 4. So it's very smart. It's a very smart thing to do. Saves you time and money, but it's not what we wanted. You didn't need to remake 4. And we certainly don't need another game with Chris in. Jesus Christ. I'm sick to death of Chris now. The thing with Resident Evil is if they would have kept introducing like a different protagonist in each installment, like you had Chris and Jill, then Claire and Leon. If it wouldn't have been Jill and it would have been someone else, it would have been awesome. But because they started bringing people back, because if it would have been that way, it could have been like an anthology series, like you're seeing different people from different aspects of the virus, like with what they did with Outbreak. Only Outbreak wasn't done as well because the controls are kind of lame from what I remember of when I first played it, because they put the controls a bit backwards on the buttons. But yeah, but that's Capcom. Capcom in Old Latin means cash grab, so I love Capcom. I always have. You know, I am a Capcom boy. You know, Mega Man. I've played Mega Man for 30 years now, so Bionic Commando, DuckTales, you know. I am a Capcom boy. Becoming, you know, I'm a bit of a Konami boy as well with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Contra. I'm Bucky O'Hare. Monster in My Pocket, all those games back in the day. Rocket Knight Adventures. Some sick games back in the day, but I was all more to do with them than Nintendo and Sega. But Capcom's problem is as soon as they hit oil with something, they literally just mine the hell out of it. Are you off now, Woman? Because we're off in a sec. We're letting the credits run out. Because if you look at Street Fighter 2, they did that with that game. Just mine the hell out of it. Mega Man 1 through 6. And it's taken 30 years to get up to Mega Man 11. But 25 to get like 100 Resident Evil games. But yeah, it's at least they're giving the fans what they want now, except for Dino Crisis. They'll get to that one. They'll get to Dino Crisis. They just start to rejuvenate Mega Man and Resident Evil. See, if we wouldn't use the rocket launcher, we would have got an S+. Maybe next time. Maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday we'll do Ghost Survivors and Leon A, Claire B. And do that. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thanks for joining, everybody. Don't forget to check out our Twitter and Instagram and so forth. It's Soulless Ginge. You can see the icon. It's the same as our Twitch channel. Don't forget the backup is youtube.com/retrobiggie to catch all our stuff, plus the newly released Raccoon City Saga, Resident Evil 2 and 3 played through to completion, with everything edited in, all the cutscenes and so forth, plus the big surprise near the end, especially in the Nemesis fight. Alien Isolation First Time Plays is going to be uploaded tonight, part number 5 on YouTube, but part 1 from Twitch. And yeah, we're going to be back tomorrow, probably about 4 PM UK time, 5 PM UK time, with some Streets of Rage 4. The path to platinum starts with that, so it's going to be a bit of a grind going through that, and trying to get some trophies, some more of the easier ones, and I'll do some of the more grind happy ones off stream, so we get a bit closer to it before we go online. But go check everyone's channels out. Thanks to Josh, Just Josh, who is one of our mods. Go check out his channel on here. Woman78, he's on YouTube. Sorry, Woman79, he's on YouTube. Go check him out. He's awesome as well. And yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Thank you for following. Big thanks to Wicked Clown and Fishing Chris for the follows earlier. Super appreciated. And yeah, if you're watching this on the backup channel, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day, whatever time of the day it is when you watch this, and stay safe. Look after yourselves, especially the way the world is at the moment. People be crazy at the moment. Just stay safe. From the Soulless Ginge camp, we love you. Thank you so much. Take care. We'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.